At KKR, we are proud leaders in Indigenous genocide and fast-tracking the climate catastrophe.
So to invest well today, you need to understand not only what happens inside the company, but who it affects outside the company, the relationship with their workers, their environmental footprint.
We work with our portfolio companies in two ways. The first is around reducing risks in the company's operations, and the second is on creating specific tangible value.
We want the corporations behind colonial violence to have the funding to see their occupations through. That's why we're funding TC Energy's Coastal GasLink Project, so an LNG pipeline can be built on sovereign Wet'suwet'en territory.
Our effort really started in a systematic and proactive way with a partnership with the Environmental Defense Fund, which is now called the Green Portfolio Program.
We call ourselves green, despite ignoring the risk of methane leaks resulting from CGL's pipeline. By funding CGL, we are paying workers to live in man camps, thus perpetuating ongoing sexual violence against Indigenous communities and increasing the risks of spreading COVID-19 within the Wet'suwet'en Nation.
We can improve our company's environmental footprint.
We'll distract you with this nice green graphic so you'll forget that the LNG terminal will be the largest source of carbon emissions in BC.
The goal of the Responsible Sourcing Initiative is to work with our portfolio companies to proactively identify any risks
and proactively ignore the rightful land title holders, and instead prop up alternative decision-making bodies that align with our colonial mission.
To measure and improve performance in a way that protects value and also drives benefits for society.
Which is why we are funding Indigenous genocide.
It's vitally important to have open communications with your suppliers, not only to mitigate those risks, but to enhance your suppliers' performance.
We'll show you images of scientists so you forget that CGL is violating the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples.
We have a partnership with the American Heart Association focused on providing employees with incentives so that they can stay healthier, they're less likely to be out sick, which means costs can be reduced.
We'll skip this philanthropic sales pitch to remind you that Coastal GasLink does not align with all 17 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals.
Based on our data from biometric screens, our employees have actually become 20% more healthy. That's also translated into about a 10% reduction in our overall healthcare cost. So it truly is a win-win.
As our employees get healthier, Wet'suwet'en Yintah is being bulldozed over in the name of Coastal GasLink's toxic pipeline. Not a win for the land, but a win for us. We insist that this colonial violence aligns with our environmental, social, and governance policy, and with the UN Principles for Responsible Investment, which we are a signatory to.
Integration of ESG issues into the investment process is a critical aspect of how we
continue to profit off of colonial violence.
The reason we're focused on these initiatives is they drive tangible value. And we've seen on numerous occasions that our portfolio companies can do well, can perform well by doing good.
Our ESG efforts have evolved and hopefully will continue to evolve. And in each of these areas, there are opportunities to do good while doing well. And that's what we try to aim for.
KKR. We'll destroy sovereign Wet'suwet'en territory while pretending we care.